Parking at Ball State is challenging for students as they have to park at the football stadium, which is far away from their residence halls and dorms. Students often have to take buses or walk around 30 minutes to the football stadium to retrieve their cars. However, students are able to park on campus during the weekends, but there are often not enough parking spaces, making it challenging for students to find a place to park. This makes them open to receiving numerous amounts of parking tickets, which are very expensive. It would be beneficial for Ball State to add parking garages and parking lots for students to be able to park closer to their dorms. This would make it easy for students to have access to their cars for emergencies and to leave campus quickly. With the bus app Transloc being down, it is hard for students to know where the buses are when they arrive and which bus is going where. Adding parking garages and parking lots will reduce the amount of bus transportation used and allow for students to easily leave campus and not worry about the buses. Saving money on bus services will allow for more parking garages and parking lots to be built, which will reduce the amount of money we have to pay to the bus services such as the city bus and the Ball State campus buses. Students having their car on campus will also allow for less parking tickets to be put out and save money for students. Okay, this is my roommate Kayla, and she has her car on campus and she has a history with parking tickets, so I'm going to be interviewing her today about the parking at Ball State. So Kayla, how do you feel about the parking at Ball State?
I don't think fondly of it. I think that Ball State exploits the students by raising the ticket prices for personal gain when students already pay a hefty amount in tuition and fees. I just don't think it's reasonable.
How much money have you spent on parking tickets?
I've spent well over $800, $900, close to $1,000. The first 500 were like smaller tickets at the beginning of the year because I didn't understand like the way that the parking services worked, so I was constantly getting ticketed. And then I started getting $100 tickets, which racked up really close to $1,000.
Kayla, what would you change about Ball State parking?
I would add more parking space for the students, like parking garages and I guess parking lots wouldn't be reasonable, but like parking garages where they could just add a lot at once so that students had more accessibility to their cars for emergencies rather than just only on the weekends when people aren't really, that's not when they need it the most. Yeah. I think it would be beneficial to the students if we had less ticketers that we had to pay, and so we could lower the prices of the tickets overall, because from my understanding they're high because we have to obviously employ the people who are going to be giving out the tickets, but if we didn't have so many of them on campus there would be less people to pay, and overall we would have to pay less in tickets.
Thank you.